What is up, YouTube? Just got back from locals. Went 3-1 with this deck. I'm going to talk about matchups later, but it's Despia. 3 Albert searches out the branded spells, traps. I don't think there's any traps right now, but spells at least. 3 Tragedy searches out the monsters. You can also banish it to set a branded spell or trap. I don't know if there's traps out of my out right now. 2 Dramaturge. It can negate and it's when banished or used as a fusion material, it summons itself back out. If you don't know what this archetype is, Despia, it gets a lot better very soon. Because Despia, 1 Albaz, it's a walking super poly. Another thing that gets way better as soon as we get Albaz Strike. Dogmatica package, 1 Maximus, 1 Fleur, 1 Ecclesia. Despia is the dark versions of them, basically. Because most of our extra monsters get effects during the end phase, Maximus actually just triggers the effects while Ecclesia searches them. Hand traps, 2 Veiler, 2 DD Crow, 2 Debiru, and 2 Imperms. Negate, spot removal in the graveyard, light, and not to mention these are light and dark, which also feeds into the fusions. In case I have to go second, generic, good hand traps. For the spells, 3 branded openings. Discarding is not cost, it's part of the effect of this, which is important. It's also why it should also work in this deck very well, like they can. So, this will summon out either Dramaturge or Jester, thus triggering the effects, depending on what you discard too. So if you discard like Tragedy, summon out the Albert, you can chain link 1 Albert, chain link 2 Tragedy to search Dramaturge, or another Jester, depending on how you work, how your hand is. Plus, you can banish this card, and it protects your fusions from being destroyed by card effects. 2 branded and whites, or reds, sorry. Miracle Fusion, you activate it, you can target a Despia or Albaz, I believe is the wording. Target 1 Despia monster or fallen Albaz in your graveyard, add it to your hand, then you can apply the following effect. It's a fusion spell. Fusion summon 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing the materials listed on it from your hand or field, but it cannot attack directly this turn. It's essentially a Miracle Fusion. That's a quick play. The field spell, 2 Theater. I wish Tragedy and this were supers. Maybe in an OCS set. Is a fusion spell. I wish I had a protection like Meltdown, but it doesn't. If a face-up non-fusion fairy monster leaves the field by an opponent's card effect or is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard. And like I said, also, it's a fusion spell. You can also play DPE in this deck. I currently don't play it in this build. I do have a build previously where I did play it. You can just recycle it with Theater. 3 Super Poly. One of the best cards in the game ever made. Did use this so much during my games today at locals. So good. 3 Nadirs. We play Dogmatica. This sends extra deck stuff. The extra deck stuff triggers. 2 Allures. Because this deck is mainly darks, play it. Also, because of Tragedy, if I allure, banish it away for allure, I can search with Tragedy, and it's just a way to get plays going. Cosmic Cyclone, because Mystic Mine is a bitch. As well as some other back row, like Rivalry, if you're playing against Zombie World. Cold Bite for hand traps. Foolish, set Tragedies. Tragedy effect triggers, search the rest of my deck. 1 Schism, because Winda. Extra deck. 2 of the Masquerade Blazing Dragon, aka Tax Dragon. No matter what your opponent does, they have to pay 600 basically. Which, after a certain point, becomes very, very valuable to have life points. It makes it easier for this deck to beat over and win if they keep paying. 2 Quatless makes... What's the exact wording? During your main phase, quick effect, you can change the attack of all monsters currently on the field to 0 until the end of the turn, except level 8 or higher fusion monsters, which this deck just pumps out those, no problem. If it leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can add or special summon 1 Despia or Albaz from the deck. So that actually came up during the one of my matches today. And 1 Protos, I'm just going to call it. These require a Despia monster and a light or a dark. This requires a Despia monster or light and a dark. It's 32 by 32. During the main phase, you can target 1 extra deck monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, or special summon it to your side of the field. Again, you can steal DPE if you so like. When it destroys the opponent's monster by battle, it inflicts damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack or defense, whichever is higher. So it's another game card. 2 Titaniclads. Again, we played Dogmatica, and we played Albaz. 2 Albions, however you want to pronounce it. It's a branded. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can either add a Albaz to your hand, or you can set a spell or trap card that is branded. So these are going to be in the Albaz structure deck, so if you don't have them, it's whatever. If you want to play a set right now, you do have to find these, and they only come in 1 set, sadly. Shaddoll package, 1 App Clone, 1 Window, and 1 Construct. If you can use Branded Opening, send the Schism, and then later on in the turn, send Construct to the graveyard with like Nadir Servant or Maximus. Use it and re-add the Schism, and then you have a window play for the next turn. Plus, not to mention Dark, Light, Fusion plays. 1 Entis for Nadir and spot removal. Super Poly targets, so technically these are the 2 Super Poly targets. 1 Mud Dragon in the Swamp, didn't make it at all today. 1 Starting Venom, made it quite a few times today during my matchups. Anyways, so that's it for the deck. The matchups today, I played round 1 versus Adagnister. Super Poly'd away the rival and made, what was it? And made Tax Dragon, or I think Quatless. Can't remember which one I made. Doesn't particularly matter. I won that round. Round 2, I played against Despia Mirror match. My opponent was playing the DPE version of the deck. So again, super probably away their stuff. This one was more of a grind game. What else can we say about that match? Oh, I did make the Quatless. He used DPE or another card, I can't remember which one, to get away my Quatless. Quatless trigger the effect, summon Albaz. Albaz super poly away his Tax Dragon to make, I think I made another Quatless or my own Tax Dragon, I can't remember which one. Or sorry, I made Titaniklad and then I just attacked her game. Round 3 was versus Zombie World. My deck's all darks, doesn't particularly care about being zombies or fairies for the most part. I just outgrinded him really and just kept super pulling away his stuff for like starting Venom. And the last round was versus SwordSoul. I flat out bricked on that one. But that's the game. So I ended up getting 3rd at locals with this today. Probably going to be playing this for a while. Till ban list. Well, till we see the ban list. Then I'll make a decision. But yeah, that's it for the list. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.